If you want to fight for what's right, sometimes you have to fight dirty.
And that is why Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants is pure pornography.
God, I wish I finished college.
Hey, how's it going? I'm back, feeling much better than I did in my last video. And I just got through seeing Deadpool 2. Don't worry, this is the non-spoiler version of Deadpool 2. I will release the spoiler version tomorrow, but if you haven't seen the movie, this is the video you want to check out, as you know. Did I like the movie? Yes. Was it better than the first one? That's kind of a loaded question. The first one, in all honesty, it was good. It was. I loved it. It was funny. And it got the characters right. However, like most first movies, it's an establishing movie, so there was very little plot to it. This, on the other hand, it's a sequel, and as you know, for sequels, you gotta go bigger. So this time there actually was a plot. But this movie is more of an X-Men fused plot, where before, yeah, you had like a couple characters in the mansion. This time, you get more X-Men. And Cable, as you've seen in the trailer, is part of it. Cable, of course, being the son of Cyclops. Josh Brolin did as great of a job with Cable as he did with Thanos. Of course, I liked him more as Thanos, but he was still a good Cable too. The movie starts out funny, but also starts off on like a very kind of sad note. A really dark, serious tone. It's good storytelling, just not what one would expect from Deadpool. But at the same time, the seriousness did not take away from the comedy, nor did the comedy take away from the seriousness. They found a good level of balance. Also from the trailer, the story is about Deadpool trying to protect a young mutant before he does something that could change the future. And Cable has to go back in time to stop him, and it's kind of like Terminator, but they don't go too far of copying the Terminator, because there are other bad guys in the film. It does have a great twist to it. Now, I love all the characters they added, as brief as it was. That's all I'm saying, but Domino was great. My knowledge of Marvel, as I've said many times before, it's kind of surface knowledge. So my knowledge of Domino isn't really that heavy. I just remember when I first saw the publicity pictures of Domino, I thought, okay, interesting. They're kind of going with a Foxy Brown vibe to it, you know, the hair. That did not change the character at all. And I see what they were going with. They wanted to change the look because they wanted to make this movie kind of like something on the same level as James Bond, mixed with like the old 70s exploitation, I guess, films. And that actually built to the humor of Deadpool. This time I will say they kind of overdid it on the breaking the fourth wall. A lot of times this happens in sequels. The studios see what was good in the first movie, and they think, okay, let's go ahead and double or triple of that because the audience responded so well for it. That formula does not always work. For example, it's like Men in Black 2. Okay, just because we laughed at the worm guys and the little dog in the first Men in Black didn't mean we wanted to see them more in the sequel, taking up screen time. Yeah, there were a couple times where Deadpool kind of overstepped on the breaking the fourth wall, but it didn't take me out of the film. It didn't make me sit there and say, oh, I'm mad at the film for it. No, I actually still enjoyed the film very well. Before the film came out, there were reports that executives did not like the movie. I honestly don't see what the problem was. I think the film was great. There are going to be a couple things people will be mad about just because they wanted the same energy from the first movie. But here's the thing. You can't capture the same feeling you had from the first film, especially a film like Deadpool. It was the first time we've actually seen a superhero that should have been rated R actually get the rated R treatment. So it's sort of new to us. And because we've experienced it, already seen Deadpool, I think the people who would complain about this film are expecting the same spark that they got from the first time of seeing Deadpool on the screen. And I'm not counting X-Men Origins Wolverine Deadpool, I'm talking about the true Deadpool. Again, what you see in the trailers is just a little bit of the film. I think this is one of those cases where the trailer did not give too much away. It gave the synopsis well, but it didn't give anything away. There were many moments of surprise in the film, and I will go into that on my spoiler version. There's no post-credit scene. There are mid-credit scenes, and they're pretty hilarious, but there is one that I'm still kind of on the fence about, because it could either add to the comedy or it could offset what the movie was going for. That's all I'm going to say about that. Been looking forward to Deadpool for some time. I'm a fan. Not as hardcore of a fan as many, but, you know, I got my 7-Eleven cup, and I even got my popcorn merchandise. Yeah, I'm kind of a corporate whore, I guess. I bought the merchandise, but I mean, come on. These popcorn buckets are pretty cool. They're solid, and they can actually hold stuff. Like it actually is holding some of the figures right now that I have. Yes, that was a DC character inside of a Marvel bucket. But yeah, check out the film if you haven't seen it. In the spoiler version, when you get a chance to check it out, I'll go over some of the Easter egg moments of it. All right, take it easy.